Hello YouTube. Hey, just wanted to do a quick video tonight of something I've been working on in Fusion 360, and I did a little animation. Still trying to figure this part of it out a little bit, but it's kind of cool. I've modified basically an axial transfer case. It's a transmission, and normally the transmission looks like this here, and all the gears sit in there. Well, I want it to look like this here and make it more of a transfer case laying down so that I get more room inside the truck for interior. And then I'll actually do a detached transmission that the motor mounts to further forward in the truck. So I modeled this up in Fusion 360, and there are a ton of components and features. And if you guys don't know a whole lot about Fusion 360, everything you do is recorded in a timeline as you do it. Joints, fillets, extrusions, everything. And the nice thing about this is you're able to go back through your timeline and just change stuff as you need, tweak and geek stuff as you need it to change. And most of this stuff I've learned from watching videos on YouTube. A guy that I like to watch is Lars Christensen. He talks kind of funny, but if you can sit through his videos, there's a ton of good information. And you can see that this is the full transfer case. Every part and component here I modeled. I modeled all the bearings, all the gears, the shafts, and I'm just kind of turning these off so that you can see what all went into this. Input shafts, output shafts, every gear, even the little keeper pin that holds the input shaft in here is all modeled in. And I know this isn't real exciting to some of you guys, but I mean, there's a lot of detail that goes into this, and it's actually a lot of fun. I'm finding that I really enjoy sitting down and doing this. You know, after the kids go to bed and whatnot, I can just sit down. My wife likes to read a book, and I like to make stuff on Fusion 360. And this is a great program. I mean, I've really only been modeling for well, since I think I downloaded the program on November 11th, and today is January 16th. So, you know, that kind of gives you an idea of how long I've been doing this, and I've learned it all from YouTube University. And you know, you guys can learn this stuff. I mean, there's tons and tons of great information out there, and if you have the want to do it, you can. And it's, you know, don't let the thought of, you know, oh, that's too hard, I can't figure that out. You can. It's you can do it, and you can learn it, and you can make stuff. You don't have to download stuff from My Mini Factory and Thingiverse and you know, all those other websites, and just print out what somebody else made. You can do it yourselves. And I mean, I'm just doing it on a cheap, well, freebie, broken down laptop. I mean, the thing is, it's way outdated, and I've got just a ton of projects that I'm working on, and it gives you project lists. I mean, some of this stuff is just, it's not anything real great. I mean, I was just kind of screwing around and did a little vase thing that I wanted to try out just for different settings in my slicer program. So I made up a little vase. I'm working on a set of wheels, a 2-2 beadlock wheel for RC cars. I've designed a couple of cages now, some wheels. I designed filament holders. I designed a little shelf, a little sliding drawer for my 3D printer to hold the tools for my printer in, a handle for my 3D printer, just tons of stuff that I've made. And it's it's really nice knowing that I can do this. And and I think there's a lot of people that would really enjoy to do this also, to be able to make something like this. Uh, Whatever it is that you need, whether it be a knick-knack around the house, something that you need to fix something around the house, or whatever, a toy for your kids. There's tons and tons of applications for this stuff. So, I say jump in and try it, and you'd be really surprised. Watch a few videos. Like I say, watch Lars Christensen. He does a series called Fusion 360, The Absolute Beginner. That's a great series that'll kick you right off and get you started. And remember, this is a free program. Anybody can download this. So, and it just does. There's a ton of stuff that you can do. I mean, there's a modeling section where that's where you do most of your modeling. A patch environment where you can, just patch stuff together and make weird shapes. Rendering, animations. That's what I was showing you before. I was just learning how to do animations where you can take the parts and actually make the parts move around in space. Once I figure that out, I'll do a cool video on how to do that. Simulations. There's cam in here. There's, like I say, there's rendering. There's the sculpt space is. I'm still trying to figure out how to use some of that, because that's T-splines and some other stuff. But it's pretty cool, and I'm learning it. Like I said, I'm learning it pretty quick. And I wish that I was better set up to be able to really show you guys how to do some of this stuff, and do a cool time lapse and be able to go through and show you step by step on how I put all this together. Roll back through my timeline and show you guys exactly how all this came together. But unfortunately, right now I'm just not set up for that. Hopefully, here in the future, I will be, and I will post some of those videos for you. And I'd love to be able to help people learn how to do this stuff, because I really enjoy it. I have a good time, and like I say, it's amazing to me. I'm still amazed by it. To be able to go from something on a screen, go from an idea in my head to something on a screen to over to the 3D printer. I mean, I think you might be able to hear it in the background right now running, and it's printing off another version of this transfer case. Just a little modification that I did to it, that I wanted to see if I could get the gear mesh just a little bit better. I've done multiple versions of it, just trying to get gear mesh set up right, and also making sure that my bearings and everything fit in it the way that I want to. And eventually I'm gonna take from this, and this will model onto an entire chassis of a truck that I will actually be able to assemble and drive. And that to me is just, that's just awesome. And I just, I really hope that that other people can that are like-minded can get into this and learn how to do it, because I really think it will better it will better everything. It'll make stuff better for everybody if more people can do this. So that's just my thoughts for tonight. And hey, until next time, keep making cool stuff.